Shupavon, how are you doing? How are you all doing? All right, breaking news. It broke earlier on today. Paul Okoye, excuse me, and that's Paul Okoye of P Square. Dry season always comes with, excuse me, all sorts of irritations for me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bintagana. Thank you, Shupo. Thank you, all of you guys who are caring enough. So, I'm coming. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Let me just calm down a bit. I also noticed today that one of my daughters has a cold. So I was like, hey, you stay away from me. Hope it wasn't too late. All right. I'll be back. I just think I inhaled something. I'm allergic to pollen. Yeah. Okay, guys. So sorry about that. Let's go straight to the point. I don't want to spend more than 30 minutes, and I want to take phone calls. I want to talk about Peter Okoye. No, not Peter Okoye, Paul Okoye, aka Rude Boy, who got a divorce. And it's been, excuse me, on the blogs. So it's been on the blogs. It's on Linda Ikeji's blog. Sadly, Instablog had their account disabled. We wish them soonest recovery. I hope it's a temporary disabling, not something permanent. Aha. So, an Abuja High Court sitting in Maitama has formally granted Anita Okoye and Paul Okoye a divorce. Recall that in 2021, Anita Okoye filed for divorce after 8 years of marriage. Anita Okoye cited major reasons for her decision to divorce her husband: cheating, a claimed separation, being an absent parent, fraud, and difficult experiences. She therefore requested a settlement of $20,000 monthly, as well as a number of his houses. Earlier on in the divorce petition signed by her lawyer, Ojonimi Akbe, Anita had claimed that she had contributed 10 million as an agreement with Paul that she'll be granted space at the mall he just completed in Lekki Phase 1. However, she accused Paul Okoye of cheating her out of the deal. The petition read in part that I know as a fact that the petitioner founded a company called Tanko in 2019, that the petitioner and the respondent agreed to build a mall where Tanko would have its main office, and the petitioner contributed 10 million naira for the purchase of the land and the building of a mall. I beg, make una no vex. Now 10 million naira they take build mall. I don't know anything. You know, say me abiolo do. One brain no dey my head as you see me so. Now 10 million naira they use take buy land for Lekki. For Lekki Phase 1. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I go still judge the matter from my humble opinion. Nobody send me, but I go still put my small mouth. That I know as a fact that the respondent, upon completion of the mall, reneged on the agreement and failed to give Tanko a space in the mall. However, Anita, who participated in court sessions via Zoom because she now lives in the US, was unable to prove all of her claims in the petition in court. As a result, she decided to withdraw her claims and opted to settle. The court, in its judgment, only granted joint custody of the children to the parties in the ruling. The petitioner, Anita, was, however, not given any money in form of alimony or settlement. Paul has moved on to a younger woman while Anita is in the US with her 3 kids. First of all, I know Paul is a wise man, and I know Paul will take care of his kids. I trust him. I know him, and I believe that he will do what is right. And I believe Anita will grant him access to his kids, and I believe that they're going to be all right. I was about to comment on the 10 million naira for a mall. You know, sometimes the court looks at even the slightest contribution from one of the parties as supporting that idea, whether the mall is worth $1 billion, because I don't know which mall you will build in Lekki of today that you spend less than 300 million. So if she contributed 10 million, to be honest, it's like she contributed 2 or 3%, not up to 10%, like maybe 3%. So how do you say we own something together if you bring 3% and I bring 97%? And I'm glad the way the court looked at that. I'm happy for this. Abroad, he probably would have had to give her more. That is why I'm telling men, first things first. Marry for this Naija, for a man. Don't cheat your wife, but marry for Naija. Abroad, no, they favor men. Abroad, no, they favor men. Secondly, $20,000 or what? For what? $20,000. $20,000 a month. Let me calculate that for you in Naira. Do you want me to do it? That's about 14 million, almost 15 million Naira. For what? Are you living in a Gucci house? Someone said for the 3 kids, $20,000. If he gives the children $2,000 a month, that still makes sense. $2,000 is too much. Do you realize that the average salary in the US, average salary in the US is about 50K a year, 30 to 50K a year. If you divide 30K by 12, you're going to get less than $3,000 a month as a worker. But of course, she's not getting any of that. 20K a month is too much. 20K a month is too much. For what? That is how men in their prime are destroyed by a stupid US system. 20. That is what happened to this guy, Mario Winans, that worked with PDD, produced for PDD, and is broke today, cannot eat. They will give you, they will look at your level today and say, okay, you are earning 500K a month. Have they checked that 500K a month, you will earn it for the rest of your life? By the time some people are done with child support and done with alimony and all that, they are left penniless. They are left penniless. Some people tell you there's not too much that you can give your child. In the US, what does your child need? How much is annual rent? Let's discuss it. In US, a good, decent place, rent a year, how much? Someone is saying $20,000 is not too much for 3 kids in the US. It's like people are not okay. $20,000. Do you know what that is? How many Americans earn $20,000? All these people talking at 20,000. Some of them they live in America. They've never seen $10,000 cash. How much is rent money a year? A good property, a nice house in a nice area. How much? Forget the spousal income. We are not in America, and that is why I don't like America. That's why I don't like the Western world. No, but no judge will give you that in Nigeria. No judge will give you that in Nigeria. The judge will look at you and say, "Come, are you okay?" The judge has calculator now. The judge knows, unless he's a Port Harcourt judge. Okay, 72K a year, which is too much. 72K a year, where are you living? Are you living beside Donald Trump? Are you living inside Donald Trump Towers? Please. Let's say LA. Let's say 2K a month or 2,500 times 12. That's $30,000 a year for rent. Someone says my rent is 24K. Rent of 30K a year in America is decent. How much do 3 children need for feeding and clothing in a month? How much do 3 children need for feeding and clothing in America? Baba, let me tell you something. In the UK, you'll be amazed that some people clothe their children with £200 a month they will feed, and with another 200 or 250 pounds a month they will clothe. So we are talking of £500 a month in the UK. Let's say 1.5 a month for 3 children. 115 is more than enough for feeding for 3 children. Let's say 11K. What are they eating? Are they eating turkey? Are they sitting down to eat 1 turkey at once? Let's say $1,000 per child for feeding and clothing. School is free. That's 3K a month. So we're dealing with 2,500 plus 3K a month. 2,500 plus 3K a month. $5,500 a month times 12. $66,000 per annum. Add $3,000 on top of it. They don't need car abroad. In America, you don't need motor because your school is not far from your house. Most Americans walk to school unless you want to do bigger than you. If he counts $70,000 a year and gives this woman, he's a responsible father. Is the woman not going to work? Someone says they might have private schooling. They don't need private schooling in the US. You don't need private school. Private schooling is a luxury. If he looks at his pocket and sees that he's making money this period, I'm not talking of mall. How much does the mall want to give him? What can make him money now is shows that they will pay in dollars, streams. So if he checks his pocket and sees that he is making money right now, the marriage is 8 years old. How old can the children be? The children cannot be 20. The marriage is 8 years old now. Someone says you don't need car, you need motor in the US. Listen, my darling sister, the mother needs a car, the children don't need. Their play park is not far from their house. The mall is never too far from their house. The school is never too far from their house. If she needs a car, she'll buy her own car. If she needs it. So what is the mother going to bring to the table? If the father pays the rent, feeding and clothing, what's the mother bringing to the table? I'm asking you. If I was abroad, my children will not go to private school. For what? For what? I'm not saying car is not needed, but he doesn't have to provide it. Why can the woman what? So what? Please, can somebody explain what the woman's contribution is? Forget child support is. You people talk anyhow. Child support is based on whose income? Somebody that lives in Nigeria, American judge wants to be calculating his income for him. He lives in Nigeria. He is not a victim of the polluted West that destroys men. Because he makes more money, nobody calculates that for you. Which more money do you make? Is she not working? Why should he provide car? He has provided house, rent. He has provided feeding. Why should he provide her with a car? She doesn't know where they are selling car. Listen, if he wants to provide her with a car, how much is car? A decent brand new car. She will pay $300 a month for it. Down payment of $10,000. $10,000 is too much. What does she want to buy? She want to buy Benz. Do you know what $20,000 a month is? How many doctors earn $20,000 a month? For you to be earning $20,000 a month, you have to be high up there. That's $240,000 a year after tax. For you to be earning $240,000 a year after tax, you have to be earning at least $320,000 a year. You are a surgeon. A normal GP will not earn that kind of money. Please, so okay, let's even say she wants to buy a car. Car like Benz a month. Why does she need a Benz? If she wants a Benz, she should get it. $500 a month. You need a car that will take the children to school or to take them anywhere. Forget it. Me, I will live in the UK unless I live in Peckham and I'm afraid that my child will learn bad thing. I'll keep them in private school. No, why am I keeping them in private school? What am I chasing after? Tell say you must be above a director. Thank you very much. Even US politicians don't earn that much. When we are judging matter, please. Someone says you are partial in the issue. Oh yes, I'm going to be partial. Because the American justice system with regards to children is whack. It raises women and children up and destroys men. Is that a system? In Nigeria, it doesn't need a prenup. What does it need a prenup for? He went to court and won, as far as I'm concerned. So whatever his income is, nothing concerned judge for America. Nothing concerned. Waiting concerned, I they live for America. Shape me where they live for Nigeria, judge for America, go they help me to calculate my income. For what? Men suffer abroad. And for the first time, I'm actually happy. So if he gives his wife $5,000 a month, child support, feeding, what is his business with spousal? You're no longer my wife. Why am I feeding you? Why am I taking care of you? You have a job. If he gives his wife $5,000 a month, he has tried. Someone is saying, let him pay. Let's pay fire. He will not pay. I'm happy for him. Now, if he's a good guy, he's going to take care of his kids. 5K a month is okay. If his wife wants a car, she should get a car. She knows how to work. She should go and work and get a car. It's not by force. Someone said 20K a month is broad day robbery. Now, I don't blame her for asking, because sometimes when you need like 6K a month or 5K a month, if you ask for 6K, they will beat it down to 3K. So it's okay for her to ask for 20K a month. It's not okay for her to get it. It's okay to ask. She's not bad. She's not wicked for asking. It's ask. 10K is too much. 5K, 10K is too much. Think of the man. The man is moving on with his life. The new girlfriend that is marrying, is he not going to marry her? Is he not going to feed her? Is he not going to have children? Why do you want to destroy him for a woman that has left him? If he has the money, no problem. If he doesn't have the money, he should not pay more than 5K a month. Someone say rent, insurance. Can she not insure her? If they pay rent for if you insure her. 5K is too small for their lifestyle. She should get a job. It's called a job. Someone said, but women suffer a lot in Nigeria. I agree. You see, I keep saying this thing, and a lot of people don't seem to understand me. Bow leg is not a cure for K-leg. Nigerian system na bow leg. American system na K-leg. American system is not better than Nigerian system. It's as bad, but in another direction. In Nigeria, women suffer. In America, men suffer. None of them is good. We need a system. Someone said that if fees do not come, what am I coming to do in America? Unless I want to come and greet to people. What am me live in America? I would rather live in Europe. I would rather live in Romania than live in America. Someone says, so you are for or against? I am not for, I'm not against. I'm for judgment. How is America better than America? Where person go wake up one day, carry gun, begin they give people bullet chop. Every month, now is that a system? Please, don't sit down and think you have a better system. Nigeria bad, nobody say America good. If you are talking of Canada now, that makes a little bit of sense. If you are talking about maybe even Europe, America. I will live in Ghana before I live in America. 5K a month is reasonable. 10K a month is too much, in my opinion. Me, give you what? So then I now cannot move on with my life. Oh man. Please 1 second, Jerry, my people. Sorry guys, I want to get some water. Yeah. So that's one of my many points. I'm still going somewhere. So I know women will jump and do solidarity with other women. I'm sorry, I'm not a woman. One day, one person called me. He said, Daddy Freeze, you think elitist. My parents are not wealthy. One guy made a comment. He said, people who go home in staff bus think they have arrived when they are looking at other road users. And I thought about it. I see them, I pull up in my Mercedes or my convertible, and I see them. How do they feel? I feel sorry for them. How do they feel that they've arrived? They have to get into a crowded bus and sit by a window, and it makes them feel good because it's staff bus. I said, I don't see how they feel they've arrived. They look at me, my Mercedes, and say, oh, wow, that's a nice car. That's 2022, right? And somebody now said, no, that the comment was meant for people inside bus. I'm sorry, I'm not inside bus. I'm sorry, I'm not at a bus stop queuing to enter a bus. So I can't understand how you feel. I'm sorry, I'm not saying this to spite you, but I can't understand it. So you need to understand that I am a man. I can't understand how women think, and I'm not going to sit down and join you inside what I believe is wrong. Some people are saying 5K a month is too much. 5K a month is not too much. 5K a month is ideal. Anything above 5K a month, he's generous. If he gives her 5K a month, he's a good man. Hey, listen to me. If Paul counts 5K every month and gives her, he's a good man. Me, I'm more worried. I think people should be more worried about him spending time with his children than how much they're going to eat. Their mother is able-bodied. She should work. That's my opinion. She should get a job. So 15K a month is not a bad idea. It's a very bad idea. If Paul were my brother, I would not allow him to give her 15K a month. For what? Even if he has the money. Instead, he should build properties in Nigeria in his children's name. Or he should buy property abroad in his children's name. Which one is that they are blowing 15K a month? For what? Do you know that's a Rolex every month? If he buys them a Rolex every month and keeps it for them, 5 years from now, they will sell it and nearly double the money. Do you know what $15,000 a month is? For what? So they can eat and lick sweet and lick ice cream. That's a ton of money. In 10 months, that's $150,000. Plus 215K, that's $180,000 a year. Come on, guys. $180,000 is about 120 million naira. 130 million naira. That's how much they used to eat in a year. Now. You see, my problem with women is, if not their husband, they want him to pay them $15,000. But if not their brother, they will not want the brother to pay his wife $15,000. If not your brother, will you allow him to pay his wife $15,000 a month? Will you? Well, maybe they talk. Now, I'm not saying that Paul can decide to be a gentleman and say, you know what, 20,000, 25,000 is okay. Whatever he gives is okay. But let me warn him, whatever you start giving, they will get used to it. Don't be stingy, but at the same time, don't break your back. Build yourself. They will need to go to university. Save the money down. You are getting this young girl that you want to marry. You will not keep her in your house and give her pap in the morning and pap in the afternoon and pap in the night. You have to provide for her. She's also going to have her family issues. When you marry a woman in Nigeria, they come and marry you with their whole family. You will have to. So put some money aside. Hello. Put some money aside. As a man, you also have to take care of yourself. Your children will always take care of their mother first before they consider you. Let me tell you, as a man, take care of yourself. Build yourself. Make yourself happy. This your new man go born. Someone says she'll have to save money for kids. If she wants to save money, she has a job. Una they talk the kind of things where they make me like same guy enter this phone, konkuna. She has to save money. So Paul cannot save the money for his own children. Must he save it in your bank account? He doesn't have bank where he can save money. Please, I don't understand this man. So Paul Okoye now does not have bank where he can save his money. Please, let's tell ourselves the truth. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is a lot of people are saying, this girl started off life with him, blah, 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 blah. I respect that. But you need to understand that sometimes when a woman knows you at your lowest poverty, it they cause what they call see finish. The way when I met Taste Buds, I wasn't wealthy. I actually had a financial slump. But I wasn't a dirt poor university student that my ex-wife met. The respect Taste Buds has for me, my ex did not have it. And my father mentioned it. He said, she has seen you. See finish, they enter. And that's why I tell people, the fact that you struggle with somebody does not make them right for your marriage. Because sometimes it's like your mother and my mother's son. No matter what I want to drive in this life, no matter what I want to wear, no matter how much I want to own, my mother will still call me and disgrace me. Because no matter what, I'm still her son. So when you meet someone and the two of you enter Okada, I remember my ex, there was a day we were going to an event. We now had to enter Okada to the club. We can't they hide. People they pass with their car. We can't they hide. We can't enter Okada, go club. Me, my ex, and one of our friends, we just had to go to the club. Then luckily for me, somebody dropped us back home. But we had to enter. So she will always use that. This guy where they follow me enter club, enter Okada, go club. Sometimes they bring disrespect. And men are, forget how America want to tame them. Forget how what do they call them? Forget how Western world they try compress men. Men have ego. Men have ego. When you don't see man finish and you begin to talk to the man anyhow, that marriage can never last. That marriage can never last. So, a lot of people will be saying, oh, Paul, he left the woman of his youth, blah, 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 blah. And don't get me wrong, Anita is a very beautiful woman. But I'm not in the marriage with them. I don't know waiting Anita see where she take file for divorce. And I don't know waiting Paul see where Paul to take move on. Someone said, I prefer respect to love. I don't think I'm far away from that place myself. I can't live with a woman who doesn't respect me. I can't. It's one of the cardinal reasons why my former marriage broke down. There was no respect. My ex would talk to me anyhow. And it did affect me. You know? And it did affect me. There was no respect. And if I'm not getting respect, so I understand when a marriage doesn't work. Now, I'm going to tell you a secret here. Just before I filed for divorce, or before my ex left, there was a point in my life where I was considering polygamy. I wasn't happy in my marriage. Now, why was I considering polygamy? My marriage was dead. But because of societal pressure, oh, he's a divorcee, oh, it will affect the children, oh, I was thinking of, okay, let me marry another woman so that I can maintain my home, but at the same time have happiness, because my happiness was -5. 0 is upgrade. So I was thinking about it. Luckily for me, my ex packed out, and immediately I had the courage to now file for divorce and all that. And I want to tell you, divorce is better than polygamy. Polygamy drama is too much. But you see, I considered it at a point. I wasn't happy in my marriage, but I didn't want the marriage to end because of the kids. So I was like, you know what? Let me just get myself a second wife. If I had a second wife, I will be able to be happy. Do you understand? But my marriage will still be intact. It was an idea I was toying with. Of course, my ex would never have stayed and been a second wife. But it's something I toyed with. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because sometimes when you're not happy in marriage, all sorts of ideas start popping into your head. Someone said, I'm going through the same thing. What a good topic. Divorce is better than polygamy. Much better. In my humble opinion. Somebody's mentioning Yule Edochie. Yule has made his choice. The only problem I have with Yule is that May is not agreeing to the polygamy. So it's like Yule is in a polygamous relationship with a monogamist. So the equation no balance. But if the equation balance and he believes it will work for him, no problem. But me personally, I would rather end a relationship and start a new one. It's what worked for me. And I might be saying this from a point of bias because I don't think polygamy would have worked in my own system. I don't think it would have worked. Divorce favored me. Some people divorce doesn't favor, but it favored me. I was able to build a new home with a new person. And what gave me the idea was I went to Range Rover Doctor's shop. Range Rover Doctor is the guy who fixes Range Rovers. I used to have a Range Rover back then. And I drove my Range Rover there. And there was this, my Range Rover was a 2009 model. I know the 2010 model, they changed the headlights. So I saw a 2010 model, which was going for about 15 million in the market then, for about 6 million, because it had issues. So the guy, someone said, you loves his wife. I don't think that is love. That particular, I worry, but like you said, you may be right. So I was discussing with Range Rover, okay, if we get a new engine, we'll get this. At the end of the day, to get that Range Rover to that 15 million, you have to spend maybe 4 million. The car was going for about 6 million. You have to spend. And I looked at it, I said, by the time all this is done, this car will never be like brand new. And that motivated me. I said, my marriage is so dead that if I invest heavily in this marriage, I can never get it to brand new. I can never buy back my respect. I might be able to, maybe if I put in 5 years of work. Do you understand? But I'll be frustrated. So I said, nah, you know what? Let me just go and get a new one and start afresh. And that was a good decision. Because when I started with taste buds, I made sure the mistakes I made in my former marriage, because it's not like in my former marriage I was this saint, I was just a good guy, my ex was just so bad and evil. No, I had problem too. I had problem also born out of C finish. I knew her when she was a poor student with nothing to her name, and we started together. So the C finish was both ways. She see me finish, I see her finish. So I didn't have respect for her. But that also comes with the terrain. For a relationship, a man doesn't need to respect a woman, he needs to love her. A woman needs to respect a man more than love. You understand? So if I didn't respect her but I loved her, and she didn't love me but she respected me, it would have worked out. But that respect had eroded. Mutual C finish. So I sat Someone said I had a lot of insecurity. We both had a lot of insecurity. And she also did not come from a good place. She had a rough childhood. I also had a rough childhood, but her own was rougher than my own. No matter how you want to judge it, her childhood was very rough. She lost her dad when she was 8, and she was looking for a father figure all her life. Me, on the other hand, I had a father figure, but my dad was stress. So I had a father that was stressing me, and she did not have a father. So we both needed fixing. So, and I wasn't mature enough. I admit to the fact that if I were more mature, I probably would have been able to work it out. I wasn't mature. Until today, I'm not mature. I don't argue it. I am not mature. In the Free Nation Church, people that come and join me, oh, Daddy Freeze, I love you, blah, 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 blah. I tell you, I'm not mature. Oh. Some say, Daddy Freeze, you are toxic. Oh, I'm very toxic. Oh. I am extremely toxic. Carry wahala and give me, I will give you good toxicity. So we were a very, very bad match for each other. Someone say you are matured now. Compared to where I was coming from, I'm matured now. That time, maturity is small. One drop like this, no day. And I get bad temper. And I still get until today. But I manage it better. Also, maybe because I've seen many women in my life, I'm also not carried away by women like I was when I first came to Lagos. And I saw women that I was reading about inside City People winking eye at me. I wanted to die now. I'm afraid, yeah, we're in this babe. I could not believe it. Now, I have even more beautiful women around me. On my life, you see them every day, in the church, you know. But I know where to cut it. Then I didn't have the willpower I have now. So a lot of things, a lot of forces came together to work against us being together. Then I fell out of love. I don't know if she still continued loving me. I don't know. But I fell out of love. The love now died. The stress, the disrespect, it kept getting worse. It kept getting worse. And it got to a point where for me there was zero love. So when she left, it was easy for me to file for divorce and just move on. It was easy. If there was still love left in my heart, it might have been a little bit harder because I might have wanted to fight. But the moment she said, good, I also needed that. Thank you very, very much. Be going. I needed that space. So, once again, I know sometimes I talk about her faults. This particular one was no fault of hers or mine. It was just that we're not just made for each other. And there were things God wanted to do in her life that did not include me. If I continued to be in her life, I would have slowed her down. I'm sure there are things that God has done in her life now that she's happy she left me, because I would not have been able to be a part of her dream now. Same thing with me. There's no space for her in my life now. None. There's no space for her in the Free Nation Church. There's no space for her in the Free the Sheeple movement. There's no space for. There's none. I need a woman like Taze Boss that understands me, understands the mission, understands the ministry. Do you know sometimes when I come and I do my talk shows, because just remember, guys, I'm coming from radio. So what I'm doing now is what I did all my life on the radio. I just talk, and that blessing is here, she knows. So sometimes I get carried away and I neglect the ministry, the preaching. Taze Boss to call me back and say, hey, don't let God knock your head back into position. You know what you need to do. You know what you have to do. So there's also, it's mutual. There's no, she has grown in a direction that could not have included me. And I have grown in a direction that could never have included her also. I have a mission, a ministry. I have some work to do concerning what Nigerian Christianity has become. I can't do it with someone who is inside the Christianity system. There was a point in my life where I was calling out Jews by their first name. I'm not saying it's good, but I needed to do that at that point before I now calmed down. Me and Toby Adegboyega were still talking about this today. He was laughing at me. He said those were my Jesus days. Those days I was burning with fire and passion. She would never even have allowed me to get half of where I got to then, because she'll have been using Pentecostal mindset. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? I needed somebody who will allow God to use me. And I'm saying this because it's vice versa. In her own career and her own field and where she has gotten into, there's also no space for me. What would I have done? Would I have quit my work and followed her to America? Or would I have stayed back in Nigeria and kept her on the radio? Meanwhile, every day the radio is looking for younger people. And me, I'm getting older and older. One day I have to sit down and start designing my movement out of the radio so I can work and sustain myself in a system that does not involve a radio system. I had to start gradually disconnecting. My last 2 years on the radio, I worked from home, and it was intentional. Why was it intentional? I wanted to sever my ties gradually so it will not be abrupt. Imagine I just stopped going to work once and I cut off the radio once. It will have affected me psychologically because it's what I did for 21 years, 25 years. So the last 2 years, I was doing my radio show the way I'm doing this show now, in this same position. Ada is here, she'll remember. So I needed to move away from a certain mindset, from a certain scenario. And she was still there. So why am I talking about this? In Paul, Okoye, and Anita's scenario, a lot of people will start wagging tongues. Anita is more beautiful than the new girlfriend that he has. Now he carrying eye, pick the girl. She's beautiful to him. Who am I to judge another man's wife? Is he married? If he were marrying the wife for me, then I will make a choice. I say, this one I prefer, or this one I prefer. He's marrying the wife for himself. He knows what he likes. He knows what he likes. I thank God, to the glory of God. Nobody can put taste buds and my ex on the same level in a beauty contest. He's not only for me, that one is glaring. I'm sorry I had to go there. Taste buds is 100 times more beautiful. Let's use the word beautiful. I'm sorry, it was not. I'm not being petty, but then for me, beautiful wise, for me, she wasn't. My ex was, by the time I started having children, she was no longer beautiful to me. I don't know why. I don't know how she evolved, but she lost me somewhere along the line. And in fairness to her, she never saw me as handsome. She used to tell me that I'm not good looking. She used to say it with her mouth. But taste buds always calls me her prince and always imagines I'm good. So there's a physical attraction that exists now between taste buds and I. Sometimes she could just look at me, man, you are just fresh. I'll just be feeling myself, say, yeah, you know. Sometimes taste buds will just look at me and say, you like feeling yourself. And me too, I'll look at her and say, hey, see this your nyash. Chai. We were inside ShopRite today, on Spa. She was buying meat for her Christmas, holiday season work for her clients. So I just the waka come. She get very big yash. So I just the waka come. I just say nobody there. People, I just Yeah. I just smack my thing. She just looked me tight her face. I said, what's the problem? So, you know, no. So that there's obviously an attraction between me and taste buds, and it's mutual. She finds me attractive, I find her attractive. On the other hand, with my ex, I don't think she ever found me attractive. She always used to make it look like she managed me. Okay. She's the first girl I ever was in a relationship with that managed me. But because I was in a relationship with her for so long, I believed I was just manageable for girls because she dictated. I was with her for 17 years. I met her in 1996 or 1997, and we broke up in 2014. So 17 years of my life I was with her. So whatever she said became law. If you understand what I'm talking about. So it was after we broke up that I started realizing that no other girl has said I was bad. At least for you to date me, you understand? For you to date me, you say I'm good looking, you know. So I'm not saying I'm particularly good looking, but I have to be good looking to my woman. It's important. She has to be physically attracted to me. You get? Someone said you don't need to talk. I'm teaching you a lesson. I'm explaining something to you so you can learn. Listen to me. Divorces are in the last 1 week. Entertainers with divorce reach like 3. In the last 1 week. We saw the issue that happened with the band. We saw it. Divorce is on the rise. I'm very stupid. If I sit down here and I don't tell you what I went through so you can learn, I need to teach you. I'm not putting her down. I'm telling you the truth. That is what happened. Someone said you never buy star. If you don't buy, please, you are right. Oh, thank you, Lisa Ndukwe. Oh yeah. Someone said that if you still love your ex, you are so obsessed with her. You talk about her every single day and time. Vanessa Ibe, you are daft. I'm still in love with what? I am helping you. So you will not enter and make the same mistakes I made. Obsessed with what? Obsessed with what? Let me correct you. The fact that we are talking about a divorce situation. Paul and Anita's divorce. Earlier on, we were talking about Yule's polygamy. I went through a phase in my life where I was almost polygamous. I am divorced. Taste buds is divorced. I am an authority in this regard. And I'm telling you my experience. It is my road. I walk down the road. I'm telling you my story. I'm telling you how the shoe take bite me. So you must be extremely dense. As in you must be a coagulation of human density for you to make such a statement. Obsessed with what? I'm telling you so you not make the mistake I made or the mistake my ex made that made us end up together where we had no business. We had no business. Me and my ex had no business doing more than a fling. To be honest. Worst case scenario, we maybe could have dated. Anything beyond that, we had no business doing. Marriage, zero. We were not compatible. And I need to explain it to you. Everybody else will keep quiet. So that they will not say I'm still in love with the person. They will not. No. So where's the lesson you learn? How do you learn? Please, how do you learn? I'm leader of a church. What do I teach my people? What do I teach them? How to make the same mistake I made and then tell them sorry? I got a phone call from somebody who attended my former church telling me about somebody who was close to my pastor. And she was married. This is a long story. I don't want to go into it. But the church system with regards to marriage has failed woefully. So please don't come here and start brandishing the abundant amount of ignorance that you have Please. Come and buy star, come and buy star, come and buy star. I'm talking plenty. Come and buy star. Vanessa, I hope you are still here so you can collect. Come to Facebook and come and buy star. I'm wasting my time teaching people. They are telling me nonsense. I'm not teaching again. I'll just open my phone lines. People can come and talk and say whatever you like. And in 10 minutes, I'll switch it off. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Please, if you want to buy star, this is how you do it. Come to your Facebook page. Click on the top right-hand corner. You'll see a search bar. You'll see Daddy Freeze there. You understand? Scroll down to today's video. Right there, you see me there. Okay? Bottom left-hand corner. Irene Adepoju, thank you so much. I just saw the stars you got. Click on the star icon. You'll just see a star icon, a little star icon here. Click on it. Okay? And then that's how to get me stars. Come on over, come on over, come on over. Come on over to Facebook now. Let me hail everybody that's gotten me stars so far. Big shout out to all of you. Irene Adepoju sent me 1,000 stars. Ifeyiwa Olori Sheung sent me 200 stars. Beno Real sent me 100 stars. Thank you. God bless you. I appreciate you all. Come on over to Facebook and get me stars. Someone said, appease Daddy Freeze with stars. Yes, appease me with stars. Maybe I'll consider talking again. Someone said, Daddy Freeze, I don't have Facebook. Pin your account number. Let me pin my account number. Maybe that will even make me happy. 100 131 7326 Zenith Bank. Ifedayo, that's my name. Once you see that, you know that that's it. 100 131 7326 Zenith Bank. Someone said pin my account number. I've pinned it. Oh yeah. Last time they said I should pin my account number. They were just behaving anyhow. Oh yeah, I've pinned the account. Okay, somebody else just got me some stars. Let me give them a big shout out. Chris Odik sent me 1,000 stars. God bless you. God bless you. Chris, your life will be like 1,000 stars. Irene, your life will also be like 1,000 stars. You'll be filled with joy and love. I appreciate you. Thank you all so much for the love. Somebody else just sent stars again. Let me just hail that person. Ifeyinwa Ori Olori Seun. Thank you so much. She said collect again. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, Vanessa Ibe still dey hear the talk. She still dey hear the talk. She don't run. Now, let me tell you something, and this is very important. I was saying it before Vanessa came to talk. Before Vanessa came to talk nonsense. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Attraction, physical attraction, is very, very important in a relationship. Someone said Vanessa just sent stars. She's not sent me any stars. I know I can see people who send stars. Physical attraction is very, very important in a relationship. She insulted taste buds. This is probably my ex's people. They should go and rest. They should go and rest. You see, physical attraction is very, very important in a marriage. That was the first thing that started lacking in my relationship with my ex. She, I don't think, was ever, or maybe she hid it very well, or maybe she suppressed it by trying to put me down. So I don't think, I'm not her. I don't think she was ever attracted to me physically. I was attracted to her physically when we were in the university. But by the time, maybe because I was stuck in Ibadan, I didn't know any better. It's the best I could get in Ibadan. By the time I came to Lagos and started seeing hot babes, my fault. this is not her fault. She didn't change much after she had kids. She added a bit of weight here and there, but I'm not really, unless I don't like a really big person. Neither do I like a really thin person. I can manage anything in between as long. So it wasn't the weight thing. It just, I think it was the fact that I could tell she wasn't attracted to me, and I saw a lot. I hung out with a lot of beautiful women, so maybe that's what affected me, and the whole see finish thing. So there was that attraction was not there anymore. And this is what I want to say. Yeah, I see the way I can see. I'm watching things, and I can see the way Paul is attracted to this his new wife. I can see it. I saw that video of him. Fine, maybe it could be a rebound. Sometimes when you are in a rebound relationship, you think you actually love the person, but you're just rebounding from a bad place. It could be that, yes. But you can see, someone said, let's hear the side of my ex. There's no side. I didn't say anything bad about her. I'm not attracted to her. She's not attracted to me. How is that a bad thing? What does she want to come and say? That I cheated? That we always say the same set of things. What's the thing that she wants to say? She should come and talk. She should come and say whatever it is she wants to say. I even want to hear. I'll be glad to hear. Someone said, me, I prefer Yash over Bobby. Me too. Me too. And guess what? Taste Buds has both. That's the crazy thing. Taste Buds has both. So I don't even have to choose. Someone said, you are indeed not mature. I am not mature. I will never teach. I will teach you Bible better than any Nigerian pastor will teach you. I will teach you logic. I will teach you history. But I will not teach you maturity, because even me, I'm looking for who will teach me. I am very immature. Learn it. When I first started the Free Nation, one day I said this, that the Free is immature. I called everybody together. I said, please, I'm here to teach you about God. I'm here to teach you about Bible. I'm here to teach you about Christ. I'm not here to teach you maturity, because me, myself, when it comes to maturity, I'm a patient in the hospital. Myself, I did look for redemption. I am not mature. That's why if you enter my line, you enter my line, straight bullet go meet your papa and your mama boyfriend safe. All of them where they straight bullet go, they meet them. So no, just come. I'm immature, exceedingly immature. As in, I'm more immature than your children. So just understand that that's my shortcoming. I love this Daddy Free so much. He knows all these things, so he can really help me with this. But when it comes to maturity, he will fall in my hand. So my ex had front endowment. I don't mind, but I prefer back endowment. But guess what? Where I am now, I don't even have to choose, because they have both in surplus, in excess. Double silencer. Okay, let me stop being silly. I was just joking, guys, but you understand what I'm talking about. So let me bring in a couple of people. I'm going to round off in the next 10 minutes. To get stars, go to Facebook, facebook.com facebook.com. Just go to Facebook. When you get to Facebook, top right hand corner, type Daddy Freeze, DADDYFREEZE. This is today's video. You'll see it right there. This is what it looks like. Click on it. Scroll down to the bottom left. You will see a little star there. That's it. That little star there. Those of you here, you can see that little star there. Bottom left. If you are watching from TikTok, please continue to send me gifts. Send me some love. Send me roses on TikTok. I love you, TikTok people. Facebook, YouTube, this little star, that's what I need you to come and click on. When you click on it, can you see when you click on it like this, the options will pop up. Where is it? Pop up now. Oh, that's it. The options will pop up. So that's what you're going to see. So come on over here. So that's it. So it's not about me and my ex. I just used that to tell a story. I'm sorry if I offended anyone. It wasn't my intention to offend anyone. It was just my intention to teach people about marriage and about, I believe if I tell you what happened to me in my marriage, and I'm not putting any blame on my ex. I try today not to put any blame on her. I just try to explain a perspective. Maybe she would see it from another perspective, and I honor that and respect that. However, it was my journey through my shoes, my eyes, my emotions, and my feelings. And this is what happened in that relationship. So someone says, Yul Edochie will never tell you anything about his first wife's shortcomings. That doesn't make him better than me. He's a polygamist. In 2022, I don't respect anybody who goes into polygamy in my age. I understand when somebody like Ned Nwoko does it because he's wealthy and older. But somebody below 50 going into polygamy now, you call that maturity. Please, divorce is better. Don't listen to that too. He will not come and tell you. It's better they come and talk and everybody goes their separate ways than this one that they are doing. So let me bring in a couple of people who would say a few things. Feel free to say your mind, but I'm not going to keep you on for more than 1 or 2 minutes. Some people cannot even join. I don't know what's wrong. Let me try. Peter Ebojele, I've sent him a message. Don't worry, guys. It's going to be a short session and another 5 minutes. Someone say my heart day with taste buds. As in everything, every part of my body day with them. How far?
I do.
Almost.
The last word when you talk, that made me really laugh this time. When you say it's better to be divorced than to have 2 wives.
I'm telling you at this time. Ade Kingmaker, thank you so much. Send me 2,500 stars. Friska, great, thank you. Irene Adekbo, you say I'm not mature. She sent me stars. Thank you. Uzo Matilda sent me 1,500 stars. Thank you so much. I love you, Daddy Freeze. You are hilarious. Paul Martin, 300 stars. Thank you guys so much. You guys are so amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Must really be enjoying the topic. Please, who is with us here? Go to TikTok and shout out to the people buying me roses. Who sent me rose? Frank Charmine. Thank you so much. Sent me rose. They said I should come. Share the video on TikTok, please. Let me hail everybody on TikTok. Engineer CJ, thank you so much. Please, if you are sending me any gifts on TikTok, identify us so I can hail you. Okay. And please come to Facebook and buy stars. We're rounding off. 10 more minutes. Someone said I should check my account. Okay. Oh yeah. Thank you very much. Mohammed sent me 10K. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all for the love. Oh my goodness. Somebody just sent me stars again. Woo woo. Joseph Nantoma. Joseph Nantoma, the black mentor, the great tormentor, the amazing tormentor. This, oh boy, bye-bye. No follow Joseph Nantoma for Instagram. You go there dizzy. Joseph Nantoma's achievement, the people he hangs out with. I know if I at the peep, they look at, if I look like this, I'm looking like this. I'll quickly move. Oh boy, he will make you dizzy. Today he gets some pictures where they send me where he never post. And they look those pictures and they say, hey, you never post this one everywhere, don't scatter. Hey, Joseph Nantoma, the tormentor, the black mentor, husband of Mercy Nantoma, the beautiful and elegant. Oh no, you guys are amazing. So Peter Ebojele.
Yeah.
Make I hear you quickly.
Let me quickly say that the way a lot of people see, sometimes the way a lot of people see celebrities, they look at them from a wrong angle. Sometimes it looks as if maybe anything that happens to a celebrity is as if the world have collapsed. You know, not knowing that celebrities are normal human beings like everybody. Everybody breathing oxygen and breathing carbon dioxide. Sometimes there are things that you are doing that to you is okay, but it may not be okay to your wife or husband, as the case may be. There are a lot of, when people are poor, all they may just be thinking about is how to eat.
God bless you.
3 times a day. But when you go beyond that level of looking for food to eat 3 times a day, you not discover that there are other things in life that are beyond food. You know, sometimes some people imagine why would somebody who is married to a superstar want to divorce a superstar? The truth is, we see from the outside. The superstar himself, there are things that he's trying to manage at home that he may not be able to keep up with. If you hate a particular behavior and that thing keeps on coming over and over again, you will get tired at a point. Instead of staying with your problem that you cannot solve, disconnect from it.
Amen. Pastor Peter, you are on fire.
That is it. Something that is choking you, disconnect from it. It may not be that the person is bad, but that person may just be bad for you. A lot of people need to understand this thing. There are men who are good for some people because they can take whatever nonsense will come from them. Also, there are women good for some people because those women can take their nonsense. But anybody whose nonsense you cannot take, or the person cannot take your nonsense, you have no business being husband and wife. Even if the general public thinks you are good together. You see, somebody was saying something yesterday that made me laugh. That, look at the person that P-Square is now dating, or whatever, flaunting a new girl who is not as beautiful as the old boy. I just laughed. Who cares about beauty?
Who even told you she's not beautiful?
That beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. That's right. It's not in the eyes of the general public. Yeah. Sometimes some people want to marry leg. Look at her leg, very fine. Is it leg you want to marry or a human being? You want to marry a face that has a character that you cannot stay with.
Preach, Pastor.
When people want to impress the whole world, they end up choking themselves. You can't get married to somebody and say because the person is handsome, because he's popular. You keep staying and dying inside. Or you say, because you are popular, you don't want to join those who are divorced. There are things that we really, really need to look at closely. A man and a woman that keep having a problem that can never be resolved, it is better they split than for the man to now think of getting a second wife. Second wife is a disaster waiting to happen.
Wallahi.
You will be at home, you can't sleep deep because anything can happen. Anything can happen. A lot of families where you don't have people cooperating. If you check, the whole problem started from the issue of, this is my own. Inside one house, one person is doing his own, the other one doing their own. It's a result of polygamy. Even though polygamy is not wrong. You know, there was something Paul said. Paul said, all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient. On the ground of expediency, we should look at things that are expedient. Even if this thing is not wrong, is it okay? Something may not be wrong, yet it's not okay. It's not okay. There are. The truth remains. I respect people who divorced to now have a better life. You know why? The first mistake they made in the first one, they will make sure they guide against it in the second one. They will make sure. It only takes somebody whose reasoning is not straight, very straight, to now have all the entire problems in the former one, in the new one. Somebody who has the 100% of the previous problem in the previous marriage, in the next marriage, the person don't look well, or he don't learn lesson. That's the way I start it. Now only for Okoye know what he sees inside the marriage. Now only the wife knows what she sees inside the marriage. They have decided to go their
separate ways. Who are we to judge them? God bless you. God bless you. God bless you, Peter Ebojele. Let's hear from the ladies. Ladies, over to you. I want to go and sleep because I'm tired, but I need to hear you people. Who goes first?
Go ahead. Can I say why I called in is because of the payments that was not given to the lady.
I was gonna say that too.
Okay, I live in the US. Okay, like my rent is $1,500 every month. Okay, I don't know whether she has the permission to work in this country. That is where I am coming from.
So why is she in the country if she cannot work?
I don't know, but I'm just saying, if she's here and she doesn't have the permission to work, it's gonna be difficult for her to be able to put up with those kids. And depending on.
So why is she in the US? If she cannot work in the US, why is she in the US?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Then she should go to a country where she can work. Listen, you can't be a kept divorcee. You can be a kept wife. You can't be a kept divorcee. I've heard of trophy wives. Wait, auntie, wait. What happened? What is it that happened? What is it that happened? Is he Boko Haram? Is he a member of the only place where you have a case is maybe he's member of Boko Haram. Do you understand? What is it that happened? Okay, he cheats. So?
The divorce papers, the court filing that she did, she said there was a cheating in the relationship.
So?
Right?
So?
There's a cheating. Why is it that? Let me just say it in this aspect. If men cheat, they get away with it. Let's assume the table is being turned the other way around. If she's the one that cheated, will he stay in that marriage?
Okay, if she's the one that cheated, will she give him $20,000 a month?
I'm not saying that $20,000 is so much. It's too much it's too much. That one is too much.
Listen. If the woman cheated, wait now. If the woman cheated, will she pay him? Will he tell the court that she should pay him $20,000 a month? Let's be fair in this analysis. Listen, I know some men marry beautiful women. Hold on. I know some men marry beautiful women as trophy wives. They take them around, they show them off because they are so beautiful and all that. I've not heard of trophy divorcee. If they divorce you, you go find work. Unless you are lucky enough to divorce Elon Musk.
That is what I'm saying. If she doesn't have the capacity to work here, so there is no way she's gonna take that children. She's gonna take care of those children. That is number one.
As in this thing you have said, I'm sorry, my sir, it does not make any logical sense. She's living where she cannot work.
Because if you cannot work, there is no way she can take care of the children. There is no way she can pay the bills.
So why is she there? Why is she there? No. Did Paul, hold on. Did Paul send her abroad? Wait.
Let me ask a question. Did Paul Okoye send her to the US?
God bless you.
It depends on where she finds her safety. Sometimes, to be honest.
So she finds her safety in the US. I have to now pay for it.
It does not favor women in Nigeria. Based on what happened today, we are talking about this situation whereby something is going wrong with women.
Let's not misunderstand.
In that angle.
Come on, sis.
They married in Nigeria. Okay, they married in Nigeria. They live in Nigeria, even though I think Paul Okoye has a house in America. Okay, so they shuttle between Nigeria and America. All right. Now she has decided to leave him because she was the one that filed for the divorce, like I read.
Yes.
Now, didn't she think about her upkeep in the first place? Was she not making money? I'm just asking some questions. I'm not saying.
Okay.
Was she not making money while they were married? Because she said she spent, I think, 10 million personal money in.
Okay. I need to bring DJ Bongoli. Thank you, my darling sister. What's your name?
Jane.
Okay, Jane Umeabi.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I want to remove you so I can add Bongoli because I'm rushing. I'm tired. But I'm just enjoying this conversation so much. DJ Bongoli. Sorry, my other sister, you have not spoken. Bongoli, when you come in, you wait. Let this lady speak. Oh, yeah, let me hear you. Fine yellow lady with nice forehead.
So, the reason why I requested to come in, I'm also in the US as well.
Give me 30 seconds. Let me get you to the car, please.
Okay. Be walking to the car. Just mute. Let her be talking.
Yes, I'm in the car now. There's something I want to say.
Okay.
Which one?
I feel like the $20,000 is ridiculous.
Like what?
I don't agree with $5,000 a month. I think about 7 to 10 is quite reasonable.
No, it's still too much. Five is reasonable. Five.
Mortgage is a lot of things. Like, it's very expensive here.
Why must she mortgage? Can't she rent? Why is she mortgaging?
I don't know what state she lives in, but renting a very decent 3-bedroom apartment is about maybe like $1,500, $1,700, even sometimes up to $2,000.
$2,000. Yes. So how much are the children going to eat? 1K. Did you just say nanny? Did you just say nanny?
Daddy free.
Nanny in America. Nanny. No. In fact, you have made. I like what you have raised. She actually needs a butler. She needs 2 bodyguards. She needs a gate man. I swear, you have eye. Bongoli, let's hear you.
Okay, Daddy free. This is what I want to say. They've been warning me that I should not quote Constitution here, but there's no way I'm not reading there. Now, firstly, this case was filed in the High Court, Federal High Court in Abuja, if my memory serves me right. So it was set in Abuja. Why is it being dollarized? $20,000. We spend naira in Nigeria. Let us start with that. Now, secondly, I think we should be having more conversation on, in Nigeria, it is called maintenance. It's not spousal support or child support. It's called maintenance. And I think there's an act, I think it's section 70 of the Marriage Act or something like of that nature. It doesn't even give a definite value. It is at the discretion of the judge. So I think this should be a learning opportunity for people in Nigeria to go and speak to their reps to change the laws to favor women and children the most. Because this, okay, imagine if it were not Paul Okoye in this case. He was just a regular Joe that would just do the traditional way of chasing the wife away and the children. At least there's this show called Justice Court that I watch. I don't know if you guys watch Justice Court on YouTube.
Yeah.
Judge Fumi Asaolu, go and watch real life situations there going on, what is going on in Nigeria. I learned a lot from that show. She begins to code the law a certain type of way. You hear men giving their wives 5,000 naira for upkeep for 1 month with the children, 5,000 naira. That what will you do with that? But in this case, firstly, it was filed in Abuja, not in America. Secondly, it is on the discretion of the judge in Nigeria where they filed this case, where they're trying to divide the assets or whatever the case may be. And also, thirdly, according to our law, you pay that maintenance till when the kids are 21 years, not American law that is 18 years or Western law that is 18. So we really need to educate ourselves when we begin to talk about these kind of issues. go and speak with your reps. Tell them to change the law so that they can actually put a percentage to the monetary value. So if the man is earning 100,000 naira, for example, okay, oh, you have wife, oh, you have children, oh, okay, oh, we'll remove 10%, 15%, 20%. Because when I was even reading the law, it was saying that the women don't even have to work. You just have to put them to that particular standard. Yes, the women don't have to work.
In America?
Yes. No. I'm talking of Nigeria. I don't care about America here. We're talking about Paul Okoye and his maybe ex-wife now. I don't care about America. It's filed in Nigeria. We need to get this Americanized mindset out of our brains. We are looking for local solutions in Nigeria. I don't give a hoot about what's going on in America. America has its own system. We're talking about the Nigerian system here. Okay, you've been married for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. What does the woman truly deserve? There was a case 2 years ago. One wealthy man in, I think on Banana Island or something like that. He chased his wife away of donkey years. That woman didn't take anything out of that house. It was a sorry case. Maybe the man made money at an older age or something, and then the woman maybe not be literate enough and chase the woman out. So I feel that this should be an opportunity for us to advocate for women and children and even men also. Because so that men can also have better rights. Let's not bring this Americanized whatever, European whatever to Nigeria. It's a Nigerian problem. It needs to be solved the Nigerian way.
I agree with you 100%. Now, why did I suggest $5,000? Is my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Now, some people are saying, why are you discussing the matter? This matter was brought public. Any matter that is brought public, you cannot tell people how they will talk about it.
Yep.
Now, what I need to say is, why do I say $5,000 is enough? In my humble opinion, I don't know, Bongoli, I want to ask you. Why I say $5,000? The woman is not handicapped. The woman is going to work. I've never heard of a kept divorcee. She's no longer his wife. The judge has denied any spousal support from what I read from Linda Ikeji's blog. I may be wrong. I stand to be corrected. She's not getting any spousal support. So how is she going to take care of the children? A lot of people say they are in America. Did Paul Okoye tell you that he cannot train his children in Nigeria? Did he at any point say, I can't train my child in Nigeria, it's only America I can train them? So I'm saying, yes, Paul is going to, as a good man that I know him to be, as a reasonable husband and father to his children, he will shake body. If he does $5,000, he has done well. If he does more than $5,000, he is generous. But that $20,000 is ridiculous.
Hold on. My sister, hold on. That is asking a very significant question. 5,000 years for 3 children may be too little or may be too much. It depends on where you are staying. Secondly, I know they have properties in America. So are those properties fully paid for? Because if you are really talking about the American system, that $5,000 is, I'm not going to have access to this child maybe once a month or twice a month. You have taken all of those rights from me for the most part, and I'm giving you this amount. That's what it means. But if this man is saying I'm capable to keep my children and have my children, why should I be paying that much amount of money? But Daddy Freeze, I don't want us to talk about the American system. I'm trying to go away from that. I understand what you are saying. 5,000 may be too much actually, depending on if she has a house that she's not paying rent for. Because in America, for example, if the kids are going to public school, it is dependent on the school districts. Like your school district, because you are paying property taxes. So if you live in an expensive area, you pay higher property taxes, and then your school district will get better funding. So you don't need to be spending money on school fees or whatever the case may be. Upkeep of the children, I don't know their standard of living in Nigeria, in America, but all I'm saying is that let us look at it from the Nigerian eyes. Because when we say $5,000, we can look at $5,000 and say multiply it by 500, 600, or 700, or 800, and like, 4 million. Oh.
But guess what? Remember I said something, Bongoli. Remember I said something. I said if he's making his money from streams and earning in dollars, it makes sense. If he's making his money in naira from the properties he built and the investments he have in naira, $5,000 is a lot of money to convert from naira to dollars every month.
Why did she even bring up? I'm not going. I don't know how. Why is a lawyer? Why they even talking about dollars? It should be naira.
He lives in America now.
No, you was filed in Nigeria. The case was filed in Nigeria. So what does dollar have to do with it?
Now, hold on. Let me ask the lady a question. I want to ask the lady a question. My darling sister, how much do you think is okay for the woman to take care of 3 kids in America?
Okay, it all depends on where she's living. Like
Just
New York, California.
Where do you live? Where do you live?
I think $7,000 is quite reasonable.
Good. Where do you live? Wait, hold on. Bongoli, quiet. Where do you live?
Okay.
Where do you
I
live?
live in Atlanta.
You live in Atlanta. So for you, $7,000 is okay, Abi. Hold on, Bongoli. 7,000. Wait, Bongoli. $7,000 is okay, Abi. I have given you 5. Go and work for the 2.
Exactly.
I have given you 5. Listen. Wait. We did this thing together. I arrived, you arrived. Children were born. Why do I have to have the sole responsibility of taking care of them? You are not handicapped. You are not mentally impaired. If you say it is $8,000, I will give you 5. Go and get the 3. That's a fair deal. Women are equal to men in everything except, in fact, if you need $8,000, you bring 4, I bring 4. Are we no longer equal? So this argument that I should give you the whole 8,000 you need, I swear to you, I will never support it. I should give you the whole $8,000 you need.
If you ask me my opinion, from what she demanded on a monthly basis, I will tell you that my opinion is she wants to do it this way. If I'm leaving you, I want it to pay you. You will be losing so much money to me. And I think that Paul also saw that. But at that day house, we don't know what they discussed before they decide to divorce. The woman may have said, you will pay through your nose. I will make sure a big part of your money leaves you. And then finally, the whole thing won't end like this. The truth remains, there are people who earn...
Somebody say even as 50 cents get money rich, he pays only $5,000.
They send money go house. If America had the woman, make she come Nigeria. Nobody send her make go stay there.
Here's my belief. I want to close the live. I want to close the live.
Okay.
We might continue this some other time. I'm going to ask you, Bongoli, for your final thoughts. But I'm closing the live now. And here is what I have to say. If the woman needs $7,000 a month and the man gives her 5, she should go and work for the remaining 2. A man is not your slave. If the American system makes a man your slave, luckily for you, this marriage was instituted in Nigeria and the divorce was instituted in Nigeria. He also has his say. If he's nice and generous and gives you $7,000 a month, he's a good guy. Appreciate him. But if he gives you $5,000 a month, he has done well. If you need anything more than $5,000 a month, kindly work and substitute it. That is my humble opinion, reacting to the $20,000 that the papers of the court say she was asking for. $20,000 is a lot of money. $5,000 is good. If he gave her $3,000, he tried. Find the rest. If na $7,000 you want, person don't give you. If person give you $1,000, you don't go feed your children. If you decide say, you know what, you don't want to give you any money again, your children don't go chop. You won't come arrest them from Nigeria. So let's look at this and let's be human beings. People are saying $5,000 is not enough. $5,000 is not enough. Of course, it might not be enough. But whatever else she needs to add, she should work and add it. This whole American system of a man becoming a woman's slave, I totally reject it.
Daddy Freeze, since you said the last word, Daddy Freeze. Fortunately and unfortunately, today I was watching a video of Jordan Peterson. I don't know if you know Jordan Peterson.
Very well.
People know Jordan Peterson here from Canada. And he was talking about how not to ruin your marriage. There was something that he said about divorce. He said the man will be forever indentured to that, like if a woman divorces with children. Indentured means like a slave. And he's speaking from the westernized mindset. But in this particular case here, the jurisdiction is not America. The jurisdiction is Nigeria. So now, $5,000, let's multiply by 700. That's 3.5 million naira per month. That is how we should be looking at it. That is the court documents that you saw. Was it the city of Atlanta you saw there or whatever county?
No, it was Abuja now, Maitama, if I'm correct.
It was Maitama in Abuja. Now, people now go and look at our maintenance laws and begin to see what can be done as regards, because there's no monetary value to that. And also, I don't blame her. Like you said at the freeze. In this kind of situations, you ask for the most. So when you negotiate, it can fall in the middle.
I also said that. I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming her. I'm not in any way blaming her. I'm just saying, from my perspective, that $20,000 levied to a man is much. Too much. $5,000 is okay. Is good.
What is skinny income? Daddy, please, skinny income for Okoye. I'm sorry for speaking Yoruba. What is his income? What is his income? If most people collect income from him, maybe at least 20% of his income as a man. Okay, you look okay, 25%. So are you saying that 25%? So that means he's earning $80,000 per month. Because 25% of 80,000 is $20,000.
No, 25% of 80,000. Yes. You are right.
I don't know what Okoye is making. So you are saying if people give the cost, even in America here, you guys support to father support and everything, 25-30%. You want to kill the man? So even if we say 25%, so is Okoye making $30,000 per month?
That's the point. You see, my humble take is, they had these children together. It is not the man's sole financial responsibility. The American system that puts the financial responsibility solely on the man if he earns higher is wrong. The Nigerian system that cheats women is also wrong. Both systems are wrong. I have said this. American system is K-leg. Nigerian system is bow leg. K-leg is not better than bow leg. Straight leg is the solution to K-leg and bow leg. Nigerians think that because they have K-leg in Nigeria or bow leg in Nigeria, if they go to America, where is K-leg? K-leg is better than bow leg. No. K-leg is a problem, but that is different from your own problem. So I'm saying that, in my humble opinion, if he puts down $5,000 a month, if she needs 10, 11, 8, 7, or 6 to live well within a month, I believe it is her duty as a woman to provide the rest.
I agree.
I can see that.
Do you agree with me, Peter? Do you agree with me?
I agree.
Because you saying that she needs $10,000, for instance, I'm not saying it's wrong, but why should I give you $10,000 a month to take care of the kids? You also have a job. Now, that argument that she's the sole taking care of the kids, one day carry my children, come and give me back. I can take care of them. I never at any point said I can. Do you understand? There are good schools in Nigeria. There are good schools in Nigeria. There are good schools in Nigeria that you will finish from and go straight abroad and get and get admittance into any college. So let's my argument at the end of the day is, I'm not trying to bash Paul or Anita. I'm just trying to say that we're just discussing, which I believe we have a right to. We're discussing the the court papers and the judgment and all that, and we're looking at it from our own perspective. We mean no disrespect or harm to any of the parties involved. We could be a bit passionate. We could be a bit passionate in the way we discuss this, but my take at the end of the day is this is what I believe. This is what I think to be fair, and I don't want women cheated. No, that's why I'm not saying Paul should not pay anything. No, I would never say that. But I also don't want men cheated. That's why I don't believe Paul should pay $20,000 a month. That's unfair, in my opinion. My opinion, I'm entitled to it. I believe that's unfair. $20,000 a month for what? Okay? I'm not saying, I believe $5,000 should be okay. If it's not okay, work and add the balance. That's as far as I can go. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I love you guys so much. It's been an amazing live. Bongoli, I'm looking forward to having you tomorrow. Ebojele, this is the first time you and Bongoli are agreeing. I cannot believe this. Oh, wow. Today must be somebody's birthday.
I go cash out tomorrow. I go cash you tomorrow.
You got one thing when I for like may you bring up.
Yes.
It's about insurance. About insurance. Black men to post something about what happened to a car, somebody jam am. The insurance company over there, they don't follow and talk. Say they will give another motor. Why did they repair the other one? If you know let's repair, they will change them. So I now commented that black men will say that's why God bless America. Just talk, say God bless America. So somebody got a try challenge and say, why not go repair your country and all of that? I got up one to say, I have a personal experience on insurance. I insured a vehicle twice in 1 year. The vehicle had accident. The money when I spent, I got to fix my motor quick so that I can use them. I gave them all the deed, break down everything, all and all. Do you know that what they gave me was less than 10% of what I spent? Comprehensive insurance. Twice. For Nigeria, yes.
Okay, we're going to have that discussion. Peter, I need to run now. We're definitely going to have that discussion. Thank you, my darling sister Uzo. Thank you for coming through today. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you on my live.
Yeah. I've been following you for a long time. I'm like, you know what? Let me just request to join.
Okay, Uzo. Thank you so much, Uzo.
Yes, of course.
Thank you. I appreciate your opinion and our love to the families involved. That's Paul Okoye, his new girlfriend, and Anita Okoye and the children. I hope they all find peace and love, and I hope everything works out well. And it's good to have discussions like these because they help us understand the system, and possibly a lawmaker is listening. And at the end of the day, someone says Daddy Freeze wants to go and meet Taste Boss to go and give her. No, it's not like that. I will first eat guinea fowl, roasted guinea fowl, and drink Maltina. Then we can start considering all those things your dirty mind is playing out. Take care, guys. God bless. Tomorrow is Clash of the Supporters. Look forward to hosting you. Take care. See you all tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye.